These expulsions gained the attention of hundreds of thousands around the country. Today, one group from Washington, D.C. was on the ground working to mobilize voters in response. Nikki?
Well, yeah, Kenley, People for the American Way is now on the ground here in Nashville, talking to residents and working to register voters. Their president tells us seeing leaders expelled for non-criminal activity is extremely rare, and they want to make sure voters are still represented fairly.
They literally were yelling and screaming from the middle of the room. They had signs on the House floor. They were trying to incite a riot.
Lawmakers who voted to expel 2 members from the Tennessee House say their decision was based on rules, not the content of their speech.
Then there was the actions of them leading the House in protest to such a disruptive behavior. I had to shut the House down in order to gain control of it.
But their expulsion is gaining attention across the country and bringing with it boots on the ground efforts here in Nashville.
We would be here on the ground even if I disagreed with them, because an expulsion of an elected official is an extremely dangerous slide for a democratic country to take.
People for the American Way president and former mayor of Ithaca, New York, Savante Myrick, calls the move rare, and he doesn't want to see it interrupt representation of those who voted for these lawmakers.
It is so unusual, dangerously, alarmingly unusual, to kick elected officials out of office for a manners infraction.
Myrick is now helping assemble organizations to register more Tennesseans to vote. He's also urging leaders to reinstate Tennessee's 2 expelled House members.
If this becomes a trend in which the governing majority can kick out of office people who have committed no crime, people who have a different set of views, this nation will end up at war with itself.
And as Kenley mentioned, we've already heard Justin Jones could be reinstated, and that's a move that could come as early as next week. And if you're not sure of your voting status, you can check it online at the Secretary of State's website. Kenley?
Thank you so much, Nikki. Find all of our coverage of the expulsion vote online at WKRN.com. You can find the stories right on our homepage.